Hey,
Happy times, everybody. No need to panic. The world's not ending. It's just another episode of Savage AF.
Yeah, maybe the world is close to the edge, but we're not over the edge.
Oh, no, everything is going to be fine.
Everything is fine.
We are chipper right now.
But you have to do it like, everything's fine. It'll be okay.
Hey, no need to freak out anybody.
No need to freak out.
It's just Savage AF, guys. Forget your feelings.
Facts matter. Hey, what's going on? We're here for you as we are on YouTube and a lot of the other platforms like Facebook and everything else. I'm comedian Shang or Shang. I say comedian Shang because that's
it's the art form and then the person the brand.
By the way, real name. Somebody asked me that before, like, why you black and it don't make sense. My real name is with an O on the end though. So and you don't even know that. You didn't even
Shango?
Know. Yeah, that's my real name.
Look at you.
You didn't know that?
You coming with you think you know a dude.
You think
What's
you know
it been 20 years? No. You son of a bitch.
But
I didn't even know the guy. Hi, I'm Black Pedro.
AKA
that's my real name. My mom named me Black, then she named me Pedro.
But
right.
Okay, so
and I kept the O, exactly.
Okay, so I want to let y'all know. Hey, what's up?
It's just a delivery. That's all. Hey, yep. We could just leave that at the door.
That happened.
It's all
right,
man.
But we're here, Savage AF, and now make sure you do this because it's very important for you to understand this. We're here for you normally.
You could catch us. So it's Wednesdays. We come on around 2:30ish, 2:45, something like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Petty Cash Studios, by the way,
and the people that are on the live. Thank you so much for coming up with us.
This is not just a cyberspace cafe, but we are in an actual location here in Los Angeles. Petty Cash. Shout out Mark's on the ones and twos.
By the way, Mark painted this with his hands.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. All of these colorful.
Have
you ever wanted to lick the wall?
I have not. I've been quite high.
It looks
tasty.
In my life. You've been high, but you've not been that high.
Not yet.
Have anybody out there been that high? Have you ever been that where you're like, oh, that wall looks so sweet, and lick it?
Don't do it, guys.
Don't do it.
There's chemicals in those paints.
This was an odd opening.
Yeah. But Savage AF, man, make sure you catch us on our YouTube channel. Yes. YouTube.com/C/Savage AF World, all one word.
The slash.
And shout out to we have an active comment section. A lot of ladies in there, they'll share baking and murder recipes.
Right.
A lot of wanted criminals that chime in on the comment section. So we appreciate that. Right now I see Lady Hazel May, Wendy, Maya Baker is here.
Maya Baker's here. Yeah.
LG, I see you as well. So thank y'all for chiming in. YouTube.com/C/Savage AF World. Again, all one word.
Yeah.
Catch us on our grams.
Our
Instas, our IGs.
Yes.
Nobody has time to say Instagram.
That's a lot, man.
That's like 3 words inside of one.
Right. And that's seconds off of my life. And I don't need that.
Nobody has time for that.
That's why we use abbreviations. Abbreviations for people in a hurry.
Insta.
Right.
At Black Pedro.
At Comedian Shang. And that's why I don't say the full word of apartment. I just go, when I say to people, I go, apt. That's what I go.
He lives in apt.
I live in apt. Like that. And people understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they get to.
Yeah. I'm going to do most of the show in abbreviations.
Okay, that's going to make a lot.
It'll
make a lot more sense than the world that we live in.
Yeah, right now the world we live in is, I told him I'm feeling, I'm fighting depression and I am stunned I haven't killed anybody yet. And
well, that means you're winning in the depression.
Yeah, exactly. Not for lack of trying. But I'm stunned I haven't just flat out been like, oh, you just gonna leave? You just gonna knock on the door while I'm fucking with the Amazon package? and then stab,
Yeah. So, I think a lot of us out there can, empathize with those feelings. while avoiding felonies. So
Yeah.
I continue to encourage you on your path of
Thank you.
avoiding felonies.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you for that, brother. And I would just like to confirm that you don't have any weapons on you
I
right
have
now.
no weapons on me right
Okay,
now.
that's good.
But
Just good.
I
Wanted to
said
establish that.
something, and I've never made a crowd go from laughter to just sheer silence.
Terror.
Yeah, I said to this dude, he said something to me about Make America Great Again. I said, what about Make America Bleed Again? And I stared at him for about a half a second. And then I kept staring, and the crowd started laughing. And then they went to silent and laughed again. And he got super quiet. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of these MAGA, the people that are MAGA that come to the shows and you do a joke about that, then they get mad. And I'm like, but if you said something about the Democrats, they're all over it. They love it, even though the Democrats are some feckless pussies. But they are. They're feckless pussies. And come on.
Yeah.
They go for 5 states. You better go for 5 states, you pussies.
5 seats.
5 seats. I mean, yeah, 5 seats. I'm sorry. If they do it, we do it. No more of this go high, go low shit. But it was fantastic. It was at Jay Davis's. I did his room in Yamashiro's, and the dude was a MAGA dude, and he felt the need to shout that out, and that's the first thing I thought. So I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, something wrong.
Yeah, especially up at that spot, Chic, Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah,
Probably scared a lot of
like
people.
you walk in there and people were like, "I must test your kung fu," and then you got to go into your jokes. But it was really weird that how open people are with their bullshit and how their beliefs. They're like, "Yo, yeah, deport everybody." And then I say, "Well, you pick the strawberries," and they go, "No, I don't want to pick the strawberries."
Well, we know who that's for, and we're going to talk about that today. But your response makes total sense considering, hey, the show's called Savage AF. Savage as fuck, y'all. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. Let's get into it today because I know,
all right, give the rundown.
I know what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we're going to end with the Shangri.
Yeah, you already. I told you to shank.
We got you on that.
So give the rundown, but then I need you to say it in a certain manner so people feel the warmth from it. Because there's a warmth.
Give it to me again.
I
forgot exactly what you wanted
Mark,
to say.
Do you remember what I said?
No, I just said pause.
Pause. Okay. Okay, I'll give it to you again. The happiness of death.
The happiness of death.
And I shall explain.
And he will explain it, y'all. Savage AF.
Look, see people in the feed, you understand.
Before we get into that, I have a Black Pedro pop-in for you. I just don't know what it is yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually the name of it, which leads into the mystery.
It is yet.
Yeah, it leads into the mystery of what we're going to talk about. But
I'll get you something.
Right. It'll be on the fly. And we proceed.
But before we get into that age-old question that we ask, our favorite.
Yeah.
It hits hard. It digs deep. It's in-depth.
Look at your hands.
Journalistic questioning. Motherfuckers say what?
Yeah. So you see the little flipper hands? These are called manatee hands.
And they always point.
To
the deepest part of the essentiality of the question.
Right. Or sea otters. I don't know if you ever noticed, sea otters have this look on their face like, the fuck you say? Get up off that fish. That's how they look.
But before we get into that, actually the motherfuckers say what today is 9%. I haven't talked to you about it yet.
Okay.
But I want to see what you think about this little stat that I came across. But before we get into that, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter, Black Pedro, Shang.
Okay.
Petty Cash Studios.
Before we get into that, we need music. Like dan 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 dan.
Well, I don't know if this will be.
Can you do that without getting copyrights by me saying dan 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 dan, and then you talk about
boom chick.
What we're going to talk about?
Well,
it needed lead-in music.
Well, I think that was great lead-in music because it does pertain to the United States, our capital, and its executive leader, who is in District 9. At this point, Trumpty Dumpty has taken DC.
Yep.
He has conquered the capital. He has federalized the Metropolitan Police.
Right. He put Pam Bondi, of all people that don't know shit about running no police, and this automatron whore You know, I bet you her pussy
She's
is,
the attorney general.
yeah, I bet you her pussy is just hollow. I
Mm.
feel like,
Well, aren't most?
yeah, no, well, they're caved in, but they're not hollow. I'm talking about like if you put your finger in there, it would just keep going to her asshole.
Just a tunnel of
Yeah, just a tunnel of nothingness.
yeah.
I don't know why I said her pussy, but she just seems like a horrible lay. She seemed like she would be lying to you the whole time. Why, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The stock market really is rising up.
Well, if you don't think you'd be deported before you had a chance to have sex with her,
They would deport. Wait a minute.
You're sadly mistaken.
Wait a minute, Pedro Hernandez. If anybody's on the list,
Hey,
and I don't mean the Epstein list, it's you. You're
yeah.
on the list of deportation.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, out there, like, you know.
That's why I've changed my name to Pete Henderson, USA.
I feel like you sell like a siding, like Pete Henderson. You want the best siding? Go to Pete Henderson.
That's right. I'm Pete, and you can't compete
with our siding, either siding or shutters. I feel like somebody named Pete Henderson sounds like
speaking
they
of
sell
shutters.
Yeah.
Speaking of shutters, everybody in DC will need to lock theirs. I've already seen footage of, and now I've seen what they're doing. They just have a pack of these law monkeys that they group together, and it's like Metro Police and FBI and DHS and ICE, and ATF and CIA. I'm pretty sure NSA is in there, and
PST.
Depending on what you're doing at the time, they got somebody there to bust you for something.
But did you notice there's footage of them just basically standing around because the lies that Trump said? He said that the crime is out of hand. There's bands of, you know, rapists and all this other shit. And in actuality, for the people that don't know, and you better know, the crime in DC is down. It has a 30-year. This is a 30-year mark of low crime.
Not since The Wire was
not
on
since
TV.
Since that was Baltimore seeped into DC, but the murder rate is down, crime rate is down, and he keeps saying that how bad it is, and it's a lie just to get the you know.
So that's the guys is DC is this horrible place,
hellscape.
Homeless encampment.
Now that's true. There's a lot of homeless people.
You can't walk through there without getting mugged or raped or unalived.
Or some homeless dude run up and just stick his finger in your butt and then run away. You got to run away because after you do that, we fight. I don't know anybody do that shit to me. We fighting. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if you Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'm beating your ass.
Gina Amerson, I see you out there. Damani Jones, I see you in the building as well. Thank y'all for joining in. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. If you just came in, we don't just talk about homeless people fingering your butt and then standing there. Okay?
We talk about things of substance.
Talk politics, hot topics, and current events.
Yes. Well, and
we mesh in a whole lot of other ideas.
What do you think of this? I'm going to ask you this. So it's easy to check that he's lying pertaining to the crime rate in DC.
He being Trumpty Dumpty.
Trumpty Dumpty, Orange Cunt Stick, Liar in Charge, Pedo Man, which is a superhero that, well, we pretty much know what kind of superhero that is.
Weakness.
His weakness is 14-year-old girls. The point is, do you think that with all of I blame the media, all of the information out there about DC's crime rate being down, and do you think that the media will ever change and say the truth of what it is? Because he keeps saying it and they don't check him.
I saw one of the networks.
You saw one person check him?
Well, the networks, their coverage as he was talking was showing graphs simultaneously.
You know that ain't as effective.
I mean, in terms of what that media is, it's, that medium itself is like, it's this visual thing. So he's saying one thing, and then on the right is a whole graph that's disproving it.
Disproving it.
I mean, that to me is a responsible presentation without being
no. I think they need a split screen and they need Sam Jackson on the other side of it saying, "The motherfucker's lying. It's a lie, motherfucker. Motherfucker, I'm tired of these goddamn MAGAs on the motherfucking plane." I want to see that more. And I want to see them punch back. I want to see more Gavin Newsom saying, "Hey, this guy's a loser." Like, I mean, I want to see more of that, and they don't, because the Democrats are always my esteemed colleague. You cucks, you simp cucks, and go hard in the paint, go hard or go home. That's what is that? Is that baseball, football, or basketball?
I feel like that was an MC Hammer song.
That's him. Oh, go hard or go home.
I don't know.
I don't. All right. Well, I know that's a sports
it's
analogy.
Something that coaches say.
That coaches say, go hard or go home. You know, this is the last round, and you got to get in there and act like you want to be a champion. The Democrats are really good at losing, and I think that's one thing that I was thinking about, the fact that they are not checking him constantly. It should be a constant. Every time he says that bullshit about the crime in DC and how he lied about the crime that was happening or the bad shit that was happening in LA when it wasn't, it was in a 2-block radius. It was in a 2-block radius where the shit was people were protesting, and it wasn't violent protests, which was another lie. The other thing is the fact that he wants to go at other places where the governors are I think the governors or mayors are black. He named Detroit.
Well, L.A.
No, L.A. No, he named like Baltimore, Chicago. Like now, if you can't see the agenda,
crime rate is down in Baltimore.
Right, the crime rate's down, and in period. So why do you think the media doesn't check him harder? That's what I want to know. And anybody in the feed, I want to know your input on it too. Why do you think they're not checking him harder? He should be checked every time. Like there should be a horn like every time he does it.
I mean, you know, it'll turn it into more of a game show and circus than it already is.
Okay.
The reality is, the things I watch, they do check that shit.
Well, they put a split screen.
No. I mean, like, you know, if I think Rachel Maddow, Mehdi Hassan, you know, there's a lot of voices out there. Jake Tapper, even Jake
Tapper's a flip flop.
I mean, listen,
he's a Minecraft head bitch.
When Trump spews lies about crime rates and things like that, those voices, those networks tend to put out information that checks that. You got to be checking. If you're not checking for that, you're not going to see that. So I'm not so worried about the media side of it. What is more concerning to me is the action itself by Trump in terms of federalizing DC and verbalizing this intended precedent to do it for other cities.
Blue states. Well,
blue
cities.
Yeah, like it's that move that's more concerning to me than the media fact checking him. You know what I mean? Right now, like, yo, this is pretty fascist.
Oh no, it's definitely
real ass like dictator shit.
It's a funk fascist party. I mean, no, I think the other thing about it is he can get the National Guard out for DC where there's no crime that they could see right downtown, or Georgetown is actually pretty chill, and they're showing footage of people walking down the street, walking their dogs and juggling. I didn't understand that footage, but they were showing people juggling and acting like, hey, let's read the Bible and sing hymns, but they're acting like it's a hellscape. But he couldn't get the National Guard down when January 6th, when motherfuckers was stabbing cops and sticking their finger in cops' buttholes.
Yeah,
you couldn't get them then, huh?
No, I mean that's, and I think to the point of where, you know, and like I said, they have these multi-agency, you know, groups going around. You know, for me, it looked like they were walking through Georgetown.
Yeah.
An affluent neighborhood where nothing's going down, to normalize it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? To get even that population, the affluent ones, used to seeing it and just thinking like, well, if you're not doing anything, I mean, they don't really ever do anything.
But that's the mainstream media. They normalize all the shit. He does some wackadoo shit. He says something. He act like he was sucking a dick with the microphone and nobody checks this wackadoo.
He went on the roof.
He went on the roof. I'm just walking around on the roof.
He was talking about building missiles off the roof.
He's saying crazy shit. He'd been saying crazy shit, but they were all over Biden. When it came to that, Biden made a mistake. He stuttered. He did something. They did 5 hours coverage. They did multi-cameras and drone camera shots of him falling off the bike. But they don't say, like they don't do that shit with Trump when he says crazy shit. Hey, that's what Mexicans were made for. They're built for this. That's how they live. They're built to work this hard. And if their back go out, he said this crazy shit.
Yeah, their backs don't go out.
Their backs don't go out because they know they die. Nobody's checking for Crazy Town. And if anybody in the feed likes this kind of language about this crazy lies, then I'm saying to your face, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your family. And if you have kids, fuck those little kids and fuck your whole clan.
The kid part is a metaphor.
No. I mean, they're actual children.
No.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
I don't mean no.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I don't mean actually.
I
don't mean actually take their pants down and penetrate them. I'm talking about fuck anybody that's actually trying to.
But for the adults.
Yeah, for the adults to soft pedal this kind of language and act like everything's cool with it. It ain't cool. And if you think it's cool, you ain't cool. And I said it to your face. How about that?
Yeah.
Gave me a little black tag on the end of it with his voice changed. You saw that. You saw what Pedro's voice changed. Yeah.
But yeah, so but in all seriousness, this is some seriousness. Is Trump taking over cities?
Yes.
With federal troops, nationalizing city troops. And listen, this is just imagine your local police force.
Yeah.
Hey, local Negro USA. Just imagine your local police force then being deputized by one of our most cracker presidents ever.
Yeah.
And given even more power to exert themselves in your neighborhood. Does that sound like a good idea?
No, and also you got to think of the thing that people are trying to implement, white towns, like the one in Arkansas where they want to just make it a white town.
Honestly, I'm for that. You can have Arkansas.
You can have Arkansas and Dakota.
It's yours.
We're not,
dog.
But I'm saying the fact that there's people that are doing that, but they want our taxpaying dollars to fund this shit. And that's what I mean. And he said something about he wants to make DC a corporate run
municipality.
Yeah, just run by corporations and he wants CEO kings. CEO kings that would be the king of that, of DC or Baltimore or whatever else. So
I'm telling you, they're working way outside of democracy.
They're not. Who's stopping them? Who has stopped them? One time I was making a post about we need the Avengers, but I don't trust Hawkeye. I think he might be right wing.
He got the taste of the poison.
Yeah, so I don't know. You remember he got tapped on the thing, his eyes turned blue. Then they, I don't know. I don't trust him. Captain America. But you know what? Captain America, he went against the system a couple times. So I might rock with him.
And he's black now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So that's true.
You got to rock with him.
You got to rock with him. I just thought of something.
Hey, either let it out or I don't know.
Get
you arrested.
No. I love the fact I'm getting more heckled than I've ever been. I love it.
Okay.
Like people yelling at me on stage because I did a joke about Black Captain America, and I started off with saying, first off, bitches, Marvel's not real. Let's start there, you dumb cunts. And when you say that to an audience, you might get a little kickback. What you mean what about Thor? And then when you get people, you got to argue with how dumb people are. But right now, there are MAGA that feels like, hey, this is a good thing for DC. This is good that DC is getting checked. And I just feel like it's DC is known as a black city, right? Why does it seem like he's not checking the places that are red states where they're actually the actual highest crime rates are not the states he's saying, and they're not the city he's saying. It's actually red states. It's actually like if Mississippi.
Red run places.
Red run places.
Red run
places. It's red run places. So what I'm saying is Like if he really was about that life, he would go after those, those states and those red run states and go after the real crime. But we see with the deportation where they're going after dishwashers, they're fucking shoulder tackling dishwasher and saying we're going after criminals. They're not going after criminals. If they were going after criminals, they'd go down to Huntington Beach with all the did I say Russian mob? I didn't say that out loud. I meant not the Russian mob. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Russian mob, Miss Adverb is in the comment section.
Miss Adverb, where the hell you been at, you whore?
She says, he won't get away with that shit in LA, SF, and Y.
Yes, he will. What are you talking about?
I mean, they're in LA.
Yeah, he got away with it in LA. Even though, no, he got away with it. Gavin Newsom was going to sue him. And I think something else happened where the judge said, hey, you can't just do this shit. And they also told ICE, you can't just run up on people without giving some kind of identification with a mask on and just start, grappling with grandma and taking her to the ground and doing ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? There was an older man that was actually, that has his two sons are in the military. They're actually citizens, and they tackled him and they hurt him. They fucked his shoulder up and he was away for 7 days. They put him away for 7 days and he was actually a citizen. So ICE is making a mistake with citizens. So I don't trust the motherfuckers in DC because they're not trained for that.
Well, I don't even think
they're not trained for that.
I mean,
National Guard is
Trumpty Dumpty has mentioned though wanting to do this with citizens as well.
Oh, he did. When the head of Venezuela was chilling with him, he said, yeah, well, why don't we go after citizens?
Yeah, like
so Mark, be careful.
It starts with criminals, it starts with criminals and then it just ends up being whoever and we made a mistake, but we can't.
Then it's Colbert, I mean, think about it. Anybody says something that he don't like, he can put you in a fucking gulag. He can put you away and just say, well, he was talking against the president. So what they're doing in DC is a dry run. I know this shit they're going to do it other places. And just like the Texas ain't going to be the only one to do the 5-seat thing. I know that other red run states will do it.
Well, and the 5 seats is particular to Texas and their mapping situation that they could flip. But I believe Gavin Newsom is talking about a possible 9 seats that California
I think
could flip.
They could do 30. Do 30.
Be an
Fuck
advantage.
them. If they want to play dirty, we should play dirty. And that's why I don't like the Democrats. I'm still a Democrat, but I don't like them. Just like I got family members I don't like. I got family members I want to hurt. I'm not hurt, but inconvenient them physically for a moment of time.
Miyu says the mayor is also stuck because DC is dependent on federal money to survive. And, that's probably a part of the calculated move on why Trump chose this city first.
Oh, no, yeah. And he wants to make a castle for himself, for MAGA and himself. And he feels like he wants to be a king.
Gilead.
Yeah.
But yeah, but in a greater, before we move on, in a greater sense, though, it is like he is doing the shit that sounded ridiculous and he's just joking and no,
he'd never do that.
He's not going to leave office until he dies.
Well, no, if you build a $200 million ballroom, you want to rock out in that bitch. You ain't gonna just be like, well, good luck. And if you get a $1 billion plane, he's taking shit, either keeping shit or taking shit with him. So he gonna build that $200 million ballroom, and it's gonna be
run America from the sky.
Until the warrants run out. I'm sorry, it's $1 billion that we have to pay for, the taxpayers paying for. But for the people that don't know it, the motherfucking plane has to be refitted and redone because they could find bugs in it and all kind of shit.
You mean the plane? You mean the illegal gift?
Yep.
That he took from
illegal schmeagle. Come on, man.
The Qatari.
It was a gift.
Air Force bribe. Bribe one, sir. Is
yeah, I mean, and nobody. And okay, why isn't that in the media? The reason I blame the media, and I think the media, the way they're treating DC thing, like, oh, it's just normal. You normally see, the National Guard chilling at Starbucks en masse. I mean, it's just like, what the fuck is going on with the media not slam dunking this orange fat butt crust? Why aren't they doing anything? And the media is the one that's constantly making it seem like
Well,
everything's cool.
the media,
Fuck them.
I don't,
You don't think it's
I
the
don't agree
media?
with that.
Alternate
I mean, the
media
media,
is
but
doing
the
good,
media doesn't control.
but they control the narrative.
Right. And like I said, I think that there are plenty of sources you can watch that are giving the narrative you're talking about.
Alternate media, like us, we can say shit.
I mean, media is media.
But no, media is not media. If you look at CNN, where they bend the knee, if you look at some of the right now, the colleges that are bending the knee, I didn't think Harvard would, because Harvard got so much money. They could fight Thanos for at least 5 years before he snapped. And I'm saying, no, a lot of people are bending the knee, ABC, Paramount, all of these places. No, the alternate media, the online media, the Brian Taylor Cohens and Tyler Cohen. I keep fucking.
You never
it up.
even get his name right.
Brian. How about that? Brian and the media, Midas Touch and
Brian. Now you sound like them when they're like Brandon.
Well, Brian Taylor. Tyler Cohen. You knew who? Shut up, Brian. Say something. All right. I'm saying they're the ones talking about this shit. And
Midas Touch.
Right.
The Young Turks.
Yeah. Well, Young Turks is the Young Turks lost. Zateo is great. What's the one with the
Cenk Uygur?
Yeah, the dude, Minecraft head. Minecraft head, he's been flip-floppity as fuck, and he's always giving like leeway and props to the fucking right wing, and he knows it's wrong and he still do it. He keeps and the pedo protectors, that's what I call them now. They're pedo protectors. And he keeps giving them a pass too, I think. So
I haven't seen much footage.
I watched him,
but I do.
He was on Jubilee, man. He was fucking horrible.
I do even think on MSNBC and CNN there are certain voices that speak out heavily. Their nighttime lineups on both networks are kind of opinion driven. Yeah. Backed by facts. But
no, MSNBC maybe, but not CNN.
I don't know.
Nah, CNN. I'm talking about go hard in the paint. I'm not talking about like, hey, this, whataboutism. I'm saying, no, fuck that. What he just said is bullshit and a lie. And that should be on a fucking loop. Because when Biden was fucking up and he was fucking up and saying incorrect shit, they put that shit on a loop. You just have the same shit. Crime is down and is bad in DC. It's through the roof. We got gangs running around, sticking their fingers in your butt.
I've seen the networks check that, but like,
who?
The people, the problem is the people who need to hear that aren't listening to those. They're listening to Fox and Newsmax and whatever the fuck else, right? And they're getting fed into this narrative, right? So
the media does have a say, because Fox has made people think a certain way,
right? But they only have a certain amount of reach, right? Like CNN is not reaching Fox News watchers and listeners,
right?
It's not like CNN or MSNBC isn't giving out facts or bucking the narrative or bucking the president.
Okay,
it's that the audience that needs to see it, will never see
it's
that.
Subliminal messaging. If I say blue car, blue car, blue car, blue car, blue car, blue car, and when you go outside, it subliminally you'll look for a blue car.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the same thing. Fox pushes their narrative over and over and over and over again. Yeah, Biden's old as fuck, and he's the Biden crime family, and Hunter Biden and the laptop, and his dick was out. They constantly do that, but then CNN goes, well, what about this and what about that? No, I'm talking about go hard in the paint just like they do. MSNBC sometimes.
See, okay, here's the problem.
Okay, what's the problem?
Is like a Fox News has to go hard in the paint and go over and over and over again like that because they're lying. Right. No, this is a big difference though.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It's because like when you lie like that, then you have to keep it up like heavily, right? To the tune of $787 million or whatever, right?
Well, it was almost $1 billion.
But when somebody like CNN or MSNBC is working harder to tell the truth, you that's just like not like
Okay.
they give the truth. Most of their audience believes them, and that mission has been accomplished.
No.
They're not. What I'm saying is,
Stop it, Pedro.
they're not. No, with their audience.
No, you're missing the point. No,
no, because you're saying that they're not saying enough.
There's enough truth ammo to constantly barrage the audience
but it won't,
with the truth.
But their audience gets that. You're trying to get them to influence the Fox audience.
No.
Who else?
They're gone.
Right. So,
but I've seen CNN flip-floppy, fishy, flip-floppy whataboutism.
I think most people who watch CNN understand that Trump lies when he lies, what he's lying about.
When he's moving his eyes and mouth, he's lying.
Right, but their audience is getting that from them.
Go harder in the paint.
To do what?
Say every time they show a picture of him, they should say felon.
But what will that accomplish with their audience? Their audience agrees with that.
Okay, because
they won't be influencing anybody.
Yes, they will, because if you have to say something in marketing 10 times for somebody to get it. They don't get it by the 10th time. McDonald's advertises every fucking day because they want you to know the McRib is coming out.
Wait, hold on. Why do you think CNN's audience doesn't get its message?
Because I've seen them do both sidesism. They got, what's the little Scott Jennings, that little lying cunt that's constantly lying.
And there's people always on the panel
that check him.
Yeah.
But then they should put a chyron, like constantly. He's lying, but a lot of times they don't. They let him just run rampant with his bullshit.
But then people check him.
It's not check enough. I want a hard check.
But I'm saying,
I want a hockey hard check.
But for who though? Because CNN's.
What do you mean?
I think CNN's audience, their primary audience, understands that Scott Jennings is full of shit. You think CNN's main audience sides with Scott Jennings a lot?
I think they can. Yeah, they get swayed because they're suckers.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, come on, Pedro. Look at
like MSNBC and CNN watchers, like real watchers of that show.
Okay,
of those networks.
Trump got some more. He actually got some of the people that in the middle to vote for him. He got some sucker ass people. People are suckers.
I'm not sure people in the middle are watching MSNBC.
No, yeah, they're watching CNN. They're watching CNN, and I think that a lot of these people are suckers. In general, a lot of people are suckers, easily suckered. And if you say something enough, it becomes the truth with them. So you got one person lying, Scott Jennings, lying. Then you'll get a couple people watching and going, well, that kind of made sense because he said it calmly. No, if he's a liar, if he's lying on the fucking thing, check him immediately. Put a chyron, like you said, the split screen. That was bullshit, people.
I think people do check him immediately.
I want more hardcore graphics. I like spin in. Bullshit.
I think honestly, you're missing the difference between a Fox News having to push a narrative in a certain way repetitively like they do because it's a lie versus these other networks, CNN, MSNBC, who are, for a greater part, pushing truths and facts. Wow. You don't market that in the exact same way. I'm just saying, like, that's...
You do market it the same way.
That's
why the fucking Democrats lose all the time.
Because you're...
Market the same way. Call them bitches. Call them...
No, but they're core
They are petty. They're pedos. They're pedos.
But you don't have to do that with...
Yes, you do.
Not with their core audience.
You have to stick it in their... face constantly.
I don't think people who are watching real news...
The people that watch us, you need to stick it in their face.
I don't think the people who are watching real news networks, like that don't lie, that aren't just the right-wing talking points, I think those people all know who Trump is and that he's scum.
Okay.
And like it's like we need these other voices to actually hit the ears and penetrate the thick skulls of
they're gone.
Trump supporters. I know they are. So,
but there's more of us than them.
But criticizing the media,
it is the media.
But I'm saying I think the people who follow real news are against Trump already. Okay. And it's the people who don't follow the real news who love the fake news of Fox News.
You gotta be a little nasty. You got to be a little nasty. I think that the Fox is nasty,
But that's not going
Newsmax
to
is
pull in
nasty.
anybody new.
But it'll make headlines, and it'll go with memes, and it'll go viral if they said.
But that won't bring in anybody from the right, though.
No, but it'll make some of the people that are wishy-washy. Remember, you said this before. I don't understand these motherfuckers that's on the fence. What do you mean you're on the fence? I'm talking about tipping them over the fence, and by starting off and saying our felonious, pedo-protecting ass president.
For a lot of those people, that kind of language is off-putting.
Because they're bitches.
Right. So I'm saying...
Bitches, you bitches.
So I'm saying your strategy that you want the media to use to bring those people over won't work. But you got to shake them up
sometimes. Sometimes, okay, with little kids.
They're not into that.
Let me tell you.
The facts will be fine.
Yeah, they are.
The facts will be fine.
For a lot of people,
facts will be fine.
Sometimes a little kid, you got to shake your finger at them and say, hey, stop that, Billy. That's wrong. And sometimes you got to grab them by the shoulders and shake the shit out of them so the spine goes out of alignment. Where they literally are on some Pet Cemetery shit where their spine is fucked up. You got to shake the shit out of them. And I think the people that are on the fence need the shit shaken out of them. Some shit shakers. We need shit shakers, and we need people like Medi. Come on, Medi go hard in the paint. What's the guy with the blue hair? He go hard in the paint and say, hey man, you're a fucking idiot. That's a lie. That's some bullshit. And you know it's bullshit. And then what is his name?
That gets us
Destiny. He goes hard to paint, and he has a huge following. You need to say shit that shakes him up.
He has a huge following of people who agree with him.
He's actually swayed people.
Right. But I don't believe that works in mass, because like you said, they're gone. So
no, the MAGA's gone.
Yeah. So hitting them with facts and all this other stuff,
but
is that there's the sliver of people that are on the fence.
Sliver.
I mean, it's like the difference.
It's
the difference between
winning and losing.
Yeah, or not coming out at all, and then non-participation. But
okay,
I really don't think that the hit them hard, smash them in the face is an effective strategy for that demographic, for that fencer, as we might call it.
All right, well, fuck it, Mark. What do you think? No, just
no. It's just
look at Mark. Like I'm watching football.
I think they didn't like it coming from the Trump party, right? Like they as kind of rude and
okay, yes, exactly,
and nasty as Trump got, it dissuaded a lot of those people. So naturally, I would think being as nasty just on the other side wouldn't work with them either. That's
okay,
all.
But you know what? Why do you like? Okay, the reason I like Gavin Newsom is he shows a little bit of balls. He shows a little bit of balls. He's saying something that's kind of ballsy and right back in your fucking face, right? Sometimes you need a guy to come over to a guy and make that guy know that, yeah, you can't fucking do that. You can't do that. Not in this fucking town. Not in this town. You know what it is. I have your family killed. I have your family dead. Your dog dead. I'll come there and I'll fucking put Clorox in your goldfish bowl. That type of shit. You need that. You need somebody to push somebody. That. Yeah, the goldfish didn't do anything though. Okay, maybe not the goldfish.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Let's be real. That was over the line. But the dog for sure, because I don't like dogs.
Hey man,
I'm kidding. I love dogs. No, I don't. I think dogs. There's a reason they.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
There's a reason they drown them at the pound in soapy water. No, just.
Uprise, we see you in the building. Thank you for chiming in.
What kind of name is that? Fuck.
It's positive. Are you positive?
Is that Uprise?
I think last week I was going off on how I hate positive.
Yeah,
people.
So yeah, you don't like positive people.
I did get on my nerves, dog.
Okay, well, I disagree with you on that. I think that we need to go hard in their paint. I think that we need more Medis. I think we need more situations like when Jubilee, where he did Jubilee and crushes them. I think they need to be crushed. And I think they need to be crushed so they can see their idiocy. So you can get some of those people that are on the fence to fall off the fence and fall away from Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, I mean that's slightly different than the media you were talking about, though.
What do you mean?
Like the surrounded on Jubilee is different than MSNBC and CNN and
right.
Yeah, like they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. But imagine MSNBC coming out the box and saying, Like the one lady I actually saw on CNN actually called it out and said, "Hey, that's bullshit."
I think MSNBC has those voices. But listen, we'll move
Okay.
on. We'll move on.
Okay.
That whole story was really surrounded around the fact that Trump has taken over the capital of America.
And I think that we're not checking it hard enough, making it a big enough
I don't
story.
think that's on the media at this point.
It is on it. How is it not on the fucking media?
This is a congressional issue. This is a political issue.
Yeah, but it's we get the information and everything from the media, and if the media is always soft pedaling and bending the knee to this orange motherfucker, then we're not getting the raw deal. Sometimes you got to pull the Band-Aid off and like, shh, motherfucker. And they pull the Band-Aid off. You can't just slowly pull it off or just leave it there until it withers off. You got to sometimes do crazy shit.
Speaking of Band-Aids, this one hurt when I...
okay, speaking of Band-Aids, good segue. You saw that. Did y'all see that? That's why this man...
I found this
That's
out.
why this man is fucking amazing. And has a special out. I don't know if you know that or not. It's called Engaged. Black Pedro's Engaged. Right?
That's right.
You can watch it on YouTube and and you can hear it on all the other platforms. That's why this guy right here, this fucking guy right here, this guy.
Speaking of Band-Aids, this one hurt when I heard it, and it made me personally out loud ask that question. Motherfucker, say what? How? Oh, I'm back on. Motherfucker, say what?
What?
Hey, I missed this. I got caught up in the magic of the studio. Dr. Jason Stanley wrote a book called How Fascism Works.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
And
fight.
No, I saw a clip of him on Democracy Now! Where he stated that 9% of the world's prison population is African American. Let me say that again, man.
Yeah, say it. Say it for the people in the back.
9%.
Yeah.
Of the world's the entire globe's prison population is comprised of African Americans.
We some rough and tumble motherfuckers, man. Let me tell you something.
I mean,
I thought it was 8%, but goddamn it, we are doing our thing.
African American is a small sliver of the planet's population.
Yes, I know.
To take up 9%, damn near 10%,
is a lot.
Is a big slice. And that put the over policing. Breezy JJs, I see you out there. Thanks for joining in. That puts the over policing in a whole other perspective, right?
Right.
Because
and out of those 9%, how many of them are innocent? How many people were over policed? How many people were, oh, you got a speeding ticket, so now you get tased? I saw a guy get tased in his own house. He got tased through the door, and he was an ex-cop, and they didn't know he was an ex-cop. And he said, well, just give me the citation. I'll deal with it in court. And they're like, no, sir, you have to come out here. And he said, no, I don't have to come out there. Just give me a citation. And the motherfuckers said, you're under arrest because you're obstructing. And they tased him. And then he took him to jail. That's what I'm saying. So how many cases out of the 9% are fucking people who were innocent?
I don't know.
That's a lot, though. 9%, that's a lot, dude.
I mean, it's just because, okay, so.
Not Swedish black, not Africans, African Americans.
I mean, just think about like China and India each have over 1 billion people apiece,
and there's not as many Chinese peoples. And
yeah,
well, it might be.
Well, I mean, there could be more, but it's a greater pool.
Yeah, it's a greater pool.
I'm sure raw number wise, but that's a huge chunk for a small sliver of the population.
What's that tell you?
Because so here in America, on the federal level, African Americans make up 13, almost 14% of the population,
right?
But are like 39% of the prison population,
right?
And white people are 56% of the population and 54% of the prison population. So like there's almost a 1-for-1 representation, which makes sense. And ours is like
so you know what
three
that
times.
Means? That means Mark is next.
But on a
Just
global,
if you look at statistics, you're going to jail, man. I don't know when.
I feel like on
but soon.
on a global scale, then I'm not like
I'm thinking
a host,
that's America mostly.
but that increases our potential of or our
what?
how saturated we are in the prison population system. Like our likelihood of being imprisoned is even greater compared to the global population.
Well, I know that just so I can change the stats, I'm calling the police on a lot of people. A lot of and they're in the feed right now. Breezy JJ's going away. I got some dirt. I got receipts, Breezy JJ.
Oh wow.
So I know what you did last summer.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just saying that what it makes me think is that 34% or whatever you said, that's mostly out of the 9% is mostly American. It sounds like a big chunk of it that makes up that stat is Americans.
Is it African American?
African Americans in America.
Well, that's what African American
is. Yes. No, I mean, what I'm saying, American, man, shut up. American prisons, the American prison population is out of that 9%, global 9%, is a giant chunk of it, of the percentage.
It is 9%.
No, 9% globally.
So
America,
right,
out of that 9% globally, I think a big chunk of that 9% globally is us.
No, it not a big chunk. The entire thing. That's it. That's what it is.
So
that's
the 9% is just here.
It's relative to the globe. So if you take
in England,
if you take all of the people globally who are in prison,
it's us.
9% of them are African Americans, like Black people in America,
right,
in prison, right.
No, so African Americans don't go to jail in other countries.
I'm sure we do.
In London, they got
no, but that's not what the stat is saying.
Philippines,
the stat is saying that
Philippines.
that 9% of the concentration of that of the global prison population,
right,
is Black people here in this country.
Sad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's a greater frequency.
And do you think it's because
globally.
do you think it's because police are over policing, or they're racist, or they're racially biased? I mean, what do you think the reason that it is so large? And do you think it's justified? No, I don't think it's justified. Well, I think it's bullcocky.
It makes sense because America has the largest prison population.
Yeah, by far.
Globally. We are not the land of the free. So that by definition, with respect to our own population, we imprison more people than anybody else.
Right.
And the stat I gave earlier about, the 13% of the population versus 39% of the prison population means that we over imprison Black people, especially in the country that does the most imprisoning.
What
overall.
about our people that watch the show? How many percentage you think of them? I think it's a high
most
percentage.
of them are watching from jail.
Yeah, a lot of the people that I see in the feed, all of their thing are little jail cells.
Treehead says, "You know why it is, Shang."
Yeah, I know why.
Don't play coy.
No, I'm not playing coy, but a lot of you guys, you jailbirds, you convicts that are watching this, you prison mates, you already know what it is. You're the problem. But thanks for watching the show, and we appreciate you, even though you're so criminals. We love the criminals.
Yeah, but I don't know. For me, that was a mind-blowing and disturbing stat that just kind of puts into perspective not only how much we imprison here in America, but relative to the world, and then what that means for Black people, relative to the world being imprisoned here in this country.
Well, I'm hoping that someday that it's equalized where everybody can get a little taste of jail. Not just us. I think everybody needs a little taste. Yeah, a little bit of taste of jail, like maybe a couple days, and then they realize, hey, I'll never do that again. That store clerk didn't deserve to be punched. But some of them do, though. I was at Nordstrom's, and I was about to fuck up everybody.
Don't do it, dog.
All right.
Don't go back to jail. Miss Adverb said, I met Pedro in a prison chat. Hey, listen.
See?
There are privacy clauses within those spaces.
Yeah.
And you're not, I don't think even within the restraining order that you were supposed to bring that up.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I think we need to flag you for that. You ain't supposed to just put Pedro's shit out in there. That's fucked up. And you know what? No soup for you.
Yeah, and your commissary will stay empty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Until
Just
we
gonna say the
rectify
shit
the
out loud
situation.
while we on the show.
That's
You know what? That's why your mama's a hoe.
Wow.
Yeah, you just got to go straight for
I
it.
didn't even realize that.
You just got to go straight for them.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to say the wildest shit to their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Shang Media, y'all.
Right. Yeah. If I had a media, yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's what I would do.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. You know what? I lied. I didn't even come up with the Black Pedro popping for.
Oh, I thought.
No, man.
You said I'll come up with it, and you actually did this with your hands.
I totally. Yeah.
You did the wheels were turning.
My mind and
my mind's telling me nothing.
I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
But we're almost out of time anyway, so that leaves enough time for you to Shangri us up out of here.
Yes, my Shangri today is the happiness of death.
The happiness of death.
And I shall explain. No! I have never been looking forward to an obituary so much than I have when I hear that the orange butt crust has fallen over in a plate of McDonald's fries and died. I was very ecstatic. I rubbed Jell-O on my nipples when I heard that the Hulkster had taken a fall. It was good news to see. Everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that about the Hulkster." He's like, "Let me tell you something, brother." And then I just to visualize him just go, "Let me tell you, brother." When I put the
mid rip on the t-shirt, he just
and he just fall out. People like that, I'm glad they're gone, and I'm glad they're gone, and that's why there's a happiness to death. There's some people you go, I'm so happy that Nazi died. I'm so happy this person died. I will when the obituary comes out on Trump, where some KFC got jammed up in his fucking heart valve, and he just falls out, and his face falls into a plate of fucking ketchup. I will be ecstatic, and I will not be the only one that'll be happy. The happiness of death. Because I know there's going to be a lot of people going, ding dong, the bitch is dead. I know there's a lot of people. So there is a happy side to death, right? And I feel like that day when he dies, because he's 70, he's 70 something.
He's 80.
Is he in his 70s or 80s?
Oh, no, he's like 79-ish.
He's in his 70s.
Yeah, 79.
Yeah, he's in his 70s. And he's not the most healthy person, even though the doctors try to say that he's the healthiest guy in the history of health. And he can run
since heart started harding.
Ever since
mine heart's the hardest.
Yeah, he's the best, and this and that. How his doctor lies and how he tries to act like he's healthy. You saw the motherfucker's ankles.
Cankles.
His cankles. Yeah, my ankles had swollen up before from my weight, and it's not now, but luckily. But I'm telling you, that motherfucker is tiptoeing on grave dirt. And when he dies, tell me you ain't gonna be happy. Well, tell you ain't gonna be you ain't gonna smile a little bit. There was a comic that died that I had other comics call me and go, hey, how you feel about him dying? I go, hey man, I feel like Ice Cube. Today was a good day. I feel good.
Well,
I'm happy about it.
First thoughts would be ding dong, which is dead.
Right.
And then you'd be like, shit, JD Vance.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about JD Vance. No, I'm not worried about JD Vance. He doesn't have the evil Sargon charisma of Trump. He doesn't have that sway, and I don't think that he'd be able to pull it off.
I feel like he could fuck up the government in 1 month.
Instead of 6 months?
Yeah, worse
than Trump. Do you think he's going to be like, hold my beer? Yeah. Like, oh, you think 6 months he fuck things up? Hold my beer.
When he goes to the Kremlin and fucks a couch.
Yeah.
And they get it on tape.
And then
they own him.
And then the next day he comes back and goes, we're putting slavery back into effect. Like, oh, I knew the shit was coming.
Ukraine is now a slave colony.
Yeah. So happiness of death is my Shangri. And don't act like you're not gonna be happy about it, because I know that I'm gonna be ecstatic when I see that Trump obituary that he died in a plate of mashed potatoes. Fantastic.
But we want it during this term, right?
Yeah, I want it tomorrow.
Yeah.
If
like
it
hope it's
tomorrow,
happening right now.
Yeah, I wish
Like when I hit undo do not disturb.
Yeah.
That it's like ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
President Chicken throat lodging.
President KFC blood. And fucking gravy was everywhere. I hate him so much. I hate, you know who I hate more? His followers. So if y'all don't like our show, eat a dick.
Choke on a collective.
Yeah, eat a planet of the dicks.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's your Shangri for today. That's your show for today, guys. Like Shang mentioned, I do have a special out. Black Pedro is engaged. Go to my Instagram. Black Pedro at Black Pedro. The link is in my bio. It takes you straight to the YouTube video, and you can watch my my special there at Black Pedro.
Yes, watch the special, and if you look at a lot of the people that watch it, nothing but love for you, baby.
Yeah.
And they giving you nothing but love, and justifiably so. So make sure people watch the special, watch us, share this, let people know about it, and the happiness of death for the people that felt like that wasn't appropriate. Let me tell you something, brother. I'll see you on the other side.
That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. If you voted for Donald Trump and you are white, you're probably either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. If you're not white and you voted for Donald Trump, you're either really, really rich or dumb as fuck.
Bye, Candace Owen. Waiting for your obituary, too.